charges. I'ma get it started. Please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in a...
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 50, it's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring. And each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is 2nd and 8.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Kirk now, the return man.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Hey, look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Gregory Rousseau make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Now Stafford.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Kirk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Third and long. It's Stafford.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. There he goes, left side.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, here's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Gregory Rousseau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 5.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. field. That's complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. 3rd and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
McLaughlin, touchdown, Baltimore. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now third down and very long.
Throwing is Stafford. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half.
And now look at him go.
There he goes again. Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Hey, tight down.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Mike 28. Mike 28. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 28. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him.
Now Stafford. This one caught by Ridley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Let's go one more.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 3.
On play action, they'll throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Stafford. He'll check this down to Hines. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
2nd and 5.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They run with Hines. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now in Baltimore. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this returnable for Hines. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mike 28, watch the slants, watch the slant. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Inside the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And that flag accepted. Stafford on 1st down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
40 got.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
16, squeeze, double. Hey, check back 16, check back 16. Watch the out.
Stafford now to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Mike 28. Here we go. Mike 28.
To throw is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 28. Mike 28. Don't get nervous. Mike 28. All day.
Back to throw. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. My goodness, 225 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. Army.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stafford. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mike, he's coming. Check in. Let's go.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, You just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.